Hi, and welcome to Earth, Family, and Culture. It's Laurel here, and today I'm going to share with you my recipe for homemade sandwich bread. It's super easy, and it takes just under 2 hours to make. So come along with me as we make this delicious bread. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
This is one of the easiest breads to make, and one of my kids' favorites. So to my bowl, I'm going to add 3 cups of warm water. Along with the warm water, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of yeast. Then I'm going to add a mixture of flours. I'm going to add 3 cups of whole wheat flour, and 3 cups of white bread flour. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of salt. And I'm going to mix this on medium speed in my stand mixer for about 5 minutes. Once the dough is finished mixing, you can take it off of the stand and you're going to cover it with a dry, clean towel. And you're going to let it rest for about 1 hour until it doubles in size. You can see that the dough is really soft and really spongy. That means you've developed quite a bit of gluten. Now you're going to let it rest for 1 hour. As you can see, it's doubled in size. I'm going to punch down the dough and I'm going to gather the dough up and I'm going to turn it out onto the counter. I'm going to divide the dough into 2 pieces because we're going to make 2 loaves of bread. Now it's time to laminate the bread. You're going to take the bread and you're going to stretch it into a large square. This helps develop gluten. I like to just stretch the dough kind of gently and softly so I don't tear it. But it should be fairly thin before you fold it. Now I'm going to fold it in vertically, and then I'm going to roll the dough up. I'm tucking the edges under just to make a uniform sort of roll, and I secure the dough by pulling it towards me. Once you have a nice loaf, you're going to add it to your buttered loaf pan. Make sure that I always like to use butter because I find it works best, because if you don't, your dough, your bread will stick to the pan. So make sure you butter your pan really well. So you're going to repeat the same steps for the first loaf with the second loaf by laminating it and stretching it into a square and then folding it in on itself and then rolling it up. my loaf pans ready to go. I'm just going to cover them and let them rest for about 40 to 60 minutes, depending on how warm your house is. If your house is really warm, they'll rise faster. The poke test is if you poke it and it comes back slowly, that means that your bread is ready to go in the oven. You're going to bake your bread at 350 degrees for about 35 to 45 minutes. And when it's done, you're going to turn it out onto a cooling rack. You can see it's nicely golden brown. It's risen nicely.